Our live team coverage now moves to Key West, which has been feeling the effects of Elsa's outer bands.
And let's go live now to Ian Margot to show us what's going on as we speak. Ian.
So we are now at Higgs Beach in Key West. We kind of started our morning here, worked our way back to Duval, went to the southernmost point, and now we are back at Higgs Beach. And I got to tell you, there are so many people out here right now. In fact, there's a couple of families out on the sand. We actually saw a kite surfer out on the water before. The water is still choppy and the breeze is still going. As Betty said, we are still getting wind up in the 40s, gusting up. That's the gusts, excuse me, and then sort of steady wind in the 30s. And I can definitely say that's what we're feeling right now. But I do want to take you to some video we sent in from this morning, which is also at Higgs Beach, and you can see it was night and day from what it is right now. This morning this is where we were getting the worst of the wind and that rain, the rain being blown horizontally, the wind really whipping the trees around, and we were getting those gusts up to 70 miles per hour. Now, the amazing thing was, if you just went 1 mile inland, yes, it was still raining, but it was totally different on Duval Street. Realistically, there was very little wind, there was plenty of rain coming down, and there was a little bit of flooding, but it was nothing like what we saw at Higgs Beach. And over the last few hours, we've really gotten a break from the rain. So we went down, as I mentioned, to the southernmost point buoy, and you can see in the video, there were tons of tourists there. Basically, what they said to me was, hey, we knew that this was coming. We heard about it from the people that were at our resort or people who live here, and they said, yeah, this might not be a big storm, but it is something you want to stay inside for. So I spoke with one family who just got here yesterday. They were saying they were thrilled that it was already over. Take a listen.
We just arrived last night from Washington State, and it's been pretty great to get to experience just enough of this kind of wild weather and then look forward to sunny days and blue skies ahead.
And so, again, that's sort of what a lot of these families were saying is, look, it was actually kind of cool to see something that was a little bit wild weather, but really didn't get to a point where anybody was overly concerned. And you can see here on the pier at Higgs Beach, there are plenty of people out to just see the water, feel that breeze, feel that wind that is still whipping around. And one of the things that I've been saying this entire time is that people who live here in Key West, we've been here since Sunday, talking to those people, and they've basically said, look, we're used to Category 1, Category 2, Category 3 hurricanes. A tropical storm, they didn't really even bat an eye at. And when I got here on Sunday, I spoke with the county administrator, and he said, look, we get it. We get our residents aren't going to be overly concerned about Elsa, but they did want people to use this sort of as a trial run for this year, get everything together, and sort of make sure they are ready for what could be an active hurricane season. Guys?
Which is what I was going to ask you, too, about Monroe County. Obviously, just a couple of years ago, I believe, with Irma, they had some issues with that, clearly, some big issues, clearly, with that one. You would think that they would offer up some more stringent guidelines for tourists and also residents there, but doesn't seem to be the case, huh?
No, it doesn't seem to be the case. You know, they did ask people to, if you were in like a houseboat or living on your boat or in a trailer, they did ask those people to kind of go inland. But I think that they knew that the structures of the resorts, the hotels, even the homes here were going to be fine with Tropical Storm Elsa, especially since we didn't even take a direct hit here with Tropical Storm Elsa. We did see some of the outer bands that did come in, and as we mentioned, they did gust up to about 70 miles per hour. Some point this morning, that was as high as we got, but most people were out. Most people only came out either in their cars during that time. A couple of people wandered out. For the most part, those were people that actually lived here. They were conks, they were from this area. But yeah, for the tourists, sort of free reign at the moment, Cal.
Okay, trial run. Hopefully a lot of folks will listen and take heed. Thanks a lot there, Ian.